Coach. You guys are rolling pretty much going into that fourth quarter, and they win the quarter 30-16 to take this game. What happened there in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was a disappointing quarter of discipline, execution. They outscored us by 14 in that quarter.
Like opening statements?
No.
Any questions?
Hey, Coach. How we saw some different plays from Stephanie Talbot today and different participation. So, can you speak to Stephanie Talbot's performance tonight, and what are some positive things that you saw that she contributed to the team?
Yeah, first playing 30 minutes on a ankle sprain tonight. She got it out when we didn't even know, maybe game time decision, if she could even go. So really proud of her grittiness throughout the game. She was a floor spacer in offense against them tonight with the way they were covering and took advantage of her opportunities, going 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. She's just our energy. She's our glue player right now. We put her in the starting lineup at the 4 with after Cam's injury recently, just to get the energy that we have. And then we were scheming a certain way against their offense and using Steph as a big part of that defensive approach.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach Fredo here. You talked about it pregame about, the Mystics 3-point shooting. That was a part that you were trying to focus on. They shot 48% today. What made it so difficult in trying to, stop that?
Yeah, they're 5 wins now. They're averaging, 44% or higher from the arc. So again, we talked about that in their losses. They shoot 33%. They started right out of the gate making threes in the first quarter, obviously big threes on slippage defensively, mistakes made by our players in our coverage in the fourth quarter. So they shoot 46% for the game at the arc, and that's been their recipe for their 5 wins.
Coach Eric Memphis, the second. First question, can you just talk about the contributions that Ray Burrell gave today?
Yeah, Ray, is a really good athlete for us and can attack down lane lines. She can get her hands and help us be disruptive deflections-wise. She had some missed assignments defensively that will haunt her, but, it's all growing. She's only in her second year playing in this league.
And then second question, what is it about the second half of the fourth quarter as the game is getting ready to close? The team appears to get a little tight. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, I feel like we stopped moving, and again, some of that's nerves, some of that is, they took away De'Erica, and where are we going to get other baskets from when teams really up their pressure? We don't have a one-on-one, just break you down guard like the Juloids and the Enriques and, the people around the league, so it has to be a team effort. Obviously, we have 22 assists on 28 baskets. That's just how we play. So we just got to keep moving them. We got a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter, and we started taking quick threes very early in shot clocks. And that's just not time and score awareness that we may pass up some of those threes early in the clock and try to really keep them moving. So, again, you just got to keep putting this team in that position. And our veterans, the ones that we do have to lead in that situation on the court and get them settled and get them into stuff.
Coach, so there's been a slew of losses now with the rough road trip and then coming home, and kind of seems like this team's just finding new and frustrating ways to kind of lose. As a coach, with a mixture of youth and veteran leadership on the team, what do you do to kind of galvanize them in this moment and make sure they try to finish strong, knowing there's an Olympic break, which will be another month off in between?
Yeah, I thought we did a lot of good things in stretches. It's not going to feel good because of the fourth quarter and ultimately the loss. So that you've got it. It's never as good as you think, and it's never as bad. So again, we'll look at the first 3 quarters, and there'll be lots of areas where we weren't quite as good as we thought. And then the fourth quarter, we'll look at it and be like, well, we did some decent things. We just got to go reward ourselves. In a 2-point game, shooting 60% from the foul line doesn't help you either. So, there's a razor thin line between winning and losing in this league. And our margin with all our injuries, all our youth, is even thinner. and you watch that thin line evaporate in the fourth quarter, and it's disappointing because we played well enough early to be in control of that game in the fourth.
Thank you, Kurt.